is Scorpio here? What is it here to teach us? What are you here to learn, Scorpio? I'm not just talking about sun sign Scorpios. I'm also talking about rising signs, moon in Scorpio, Venus in Scorpio, and as well Mars in Scorpio, which is actually my sign. I've got Mars in Scorpio, so I do have an understanding of this energy, and I'm going to be talking based on my own experience with this energy. Hi and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Cosmic Chase. My name is Mamie. I am a life coach and a spiritual coach. I help people navigate their own lives through self-awareness and empathy. I focus on relationships because why? Companionship is the thing that we are all here on earth for. We're meant to learn about love, to improve ourselves through love, to understand love and evolve. So thank you for joining me today. I really just want to quickly talk about the energy of Scorpio. Before I get started, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, be inspired to subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. And also to let you know that I do have another account here on YouTube and on Instagram. It's called The Healing Chase. That is where I do a lot of my coaching, where I focus on relationships and law of attraction and that sort of stuff. So if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link of it on the video somewhere, so you can go ahead and check it out. I really just want to get into the energy of this sign. I've done some case studies with a lot of my friends. When I meet them, I always ask them the first thing, what's your date of birth? And then I look up their chart so that I see what I'm working with. And remember guys, astrology is not something that's written on stone. It gives you a sort of frame of who you can be. It's not who you are. Okay, what you're working with. It's about finding that balance. And speaking about balance, it's so true for the sign of Scorpio. Balance is so important because with Scorpio, what I found, even with my own energy, you can go there and stay there forever. You can go there to the depths and stay there and wallow in your own pity and feel sorry for yourself. Scorpio is really here to teach a lot of us to kill our ego, to get rid of our ego, which is actually something that us as humanity are here to do anyway. So I think we really need our Scorpios on this earth. We don't just need the one, we need everything, right? For example, Capricorn is here to teach us about how to work and to build, to create, to care and nurture for the things that we build on this earth, building a community, a culture, a world that we can all live in and appreciate. So anyways, back to Scorpio. It's about finding that balance. So when you are a Scorpio sun, moon, rising, even honestly Mercury, because that's the way you communicate, this energy wants you to die and be reborn. What I find with this energy is that it can be so challenging for people who have this energy in their chart. It can be so challenging for them. But the thing I know deep down as a Scorpio Mars is that no matter how hard it is, we know and you know that you can always find a way. That is such a beautiful thing that this sign has. A lot of other signs do have this as well, but in a completely different way. Okay? Scorpio understands that there's highs and lows. But the thing about Scorpio is that they sometimes tend to live in the dark more than they do the light, because sometimes I feel like coming to the light or to the middle or a little bit more to the right can be really hard for a Scorpio. And I think it is because they do not want to let go of that ego. And I think once a Scorpio has really learned how to kill that ego every time it comes up, how to understand and see that this is my stinger Scorpio, this is my little narcissistic way, or my cold, evil, whatever behavior. When they learn that, they can really become such beautiful souls. They're very fair and honest, once they get to that point. But if they're dealing more towards the side of the scale, they are not going to be as honest as they should be, because that ego is still there. They haven't really got the grasp or the understanding that it's okay to find the light. It's okay to go over here, Scorpio. You are here to do that. You are here to teach all of us to kill that ego and find that light, okay? And I don't know if you've seen my video on Cancer. It's about finding that balance up and down. And I was saying to Cancer that Cancer needs to learn to understand their own emotion, because they want to teach us about emotions. They want to help us find emotional wellness and emotional balance. Scorpio wants to teach us how to find self-awareness, right? When it comes to our ego, that we have to understand that ego is here and we are here somewhere as consciousness, and this is our physical body. There's these three parts, right? So we are just not our ego, and we're just not our soul. We've got the body as well. So we have to work with these things that we've been given, right? And by killing the ego, the stinger will be a tool that will work for you in ways that you can't even imagine, because you will have the world at your hands. You will have the understanding of other people. Scorpio has a way of looking at people and understanding things. Have you ever wondered to yourself, as a Scorpio person, why you feel and you understand, and you can literally look at somebody and you already know who they are? So, but before you can start playing around with that, if you're not, and I don't know why you're watching this video. If you're watching this video to understand yourself as a Scorpio, this is something that you need to try and do. First, understand this darkness and feel how it is to come to the middle, and how it is when you're in the light, and finding that balance and how you can sort of play around with this, right? Because if you live more on this side, you're going to play around with that stinger, and it's going to come back and bite you as well. And you're going to lose people, you're going to lose friends. You're not in this world all by yourself. So you need to try and find that balance, because otherwise you will alienate yourself. So Scorpio really needs to find that balance. I know this energy because, as I said, I do have Mars in Scorpio, and I've got other things in my chart as well that help me balance. Let's say you are a Scorpio sun and you have Mars in Scorpio as well. You may have other things as well. So try and look to those other things to give you that balance. Because when you get to this darkness and it's hard for you to pull yourself out, or you're stubborn, or you're not killing that ego, right? Try to look to the other sides of you. If you don't know anything about your chart, that's fine. But you can look at your personality, because your chart basically makes up your personality, right? What happens with a birth chart is that we choose which direction we want to go. So let's say, I'm a Capricorn sun. I might do the organizational side of things, but I might not be as focused as a Capricorn is. So it's about understanding those things about yourself. So if you find yourself in the dark, Scorpio, try and reach to the light through other parts of your personality, through other parts of your chart. So if your moon is in Sag, for example, reach to that light energy that Sag brings, that Sagittarius brings to you. That willingness to just go and try and learn. And Scorpio does that really well anyway, because Scorpio also wants to learn. But if you find that you have a lot of water and a lot of Scorpio in your chart and it's so heavy for you, really try and look to those other parts that can lighten that energy a bit more, so that you can find your way to the light. And when you're there, really sit there and enjoy that energy, feel that energy, and know that you can go down to the darkness, but you can find a way to come back to the light without feeling so bad about yourself. Because I find that Scorpio tends to really feel so bad when it has done something wrong. When you've wronged somebody, or when you have failed in something. It's not like failure with Capricorn, because Capricorn will beat itself up a little bit. Capricorn will be quite honest about it, but Scorpio won't be honest about it. And that's the thing I think you need to learn to help kill that ego, is that honesty, bringing in honesty in your life and fairness, which we all know that you have. If you're watching this and you have a Scorpio person in your life, I'm sure you've seen so many different sides of them. I know they always say Gemini is a sign that has all these different sides, but Scorpio does have these different sides because of this fighting between darkness and light. Everything feels so much and intense for you, and you want to know, you want to understand, you want to know why. Don't stress yourself too much. just enjoy the moment. And I'm pointing this side because that's the light, okay? Enjoy this light and bring yourself to the middle through other parts of you, okay? I know the darkness feels really good for Scorpio because it's easier. I think it feels easier for you to do because of this Pluto, this darkness. But Scorpio is so complicated, but at the same time, it's one of the easiest to understand because it's about killing that ego. You know, if you think about it in life, when you're in a relationship with somebody and you want to communicate something, your ego might say, no, I want them to go first. I want them to show me that they respect me, you know. But it's okay for you to go first. You don't have to feed on somebody's energy for you to be yourself or for you to trust them. It's okay for you to trust them a little bit so they can trust you. Because I find that sometimes Scorpio energy tends to distrust people, and because of that, it makes people distrust. So it's basically it's like a mirror, isn't it? So when you distrust, that's what's going to come back to you. You're giving this energy, and that energy gets bounced back to you, okay? Unless you're dealing with somebody who's aware of themselves, because when you're aware of yourself, you can be aware of your surrounding. So if you're giving this energy and somebody is showing you, look, this is what you're doing. So this mirror thing can be very, very difficult for a Scorpio, because it's like, why do people don't get me? Why are they treating me this way? And then you start stinging them because it's difficult for you to trust them, because you're hidden, you're in here, and you're expecting people to bring you up or bring you to the light. But they're not going to do that unless they're aware, right? And it's not even their job, even if they're aware, they're conscious of themselves. It's not their job. Your job is to be honest with your own feelings, with where you are, okay? Because then you will know that you are giving bad energy, for example, right? When you are here in the light, what I find with Scorpio energy, when it's in the light or quite balanced, it's able to see and reflect to other people without stinging them, okay? So it's not here and hiding and feeling, you know, all sorts of things, all sorts of darkness about itself, and then it's just stinging people out of the blues because it's doing this, right? But when you're here in the middle or out in the light, you're able to then see them and say, this is what's happening. And you're the most honest person. You're the most, you know, Sag is honest because they just, they just say anything, okay? That's another topic. Stay tuned for that one. But you are so honest because you're real. Not to say that Sag is not real and all the other signs are not real, but you are so real because you understand the ego. You understand it so much that it sometimes kills you. But it's okay for it to kill you because you need to come here to the middle. Right, okay. I think I've said enough. I think there's so much more to talk about. It's such a beautiful energy. All energies are beautiful anyway. I love every single one of them. I literally have air, fire, earth, and water. I have all of them in my chart actually. I feel pain for Scorpios that don't understand themselves and think that it's their fault because they're attracted to the darkness. But it's not your fault. It's absolutely not your fault. You're fine the way you are. You just need to find your way to the light, and you'll be just fine. I love you loads. Take care of yourself, and know that that ego is meant to go. Yeah, I've got a very soft, a special place for Scorpio because I really feel this energy because of my Mars, and I can only imagine what a sun sign Scorpio or somebody who has 3 times Scorpio in that chart would feel. Honestly, I can only imagine. I mean, I've got Sag, I've got, you know, Sag in my Venus, and that it just helps me get lighter, and my Aquarius rising as well. Capricorn Sun, which is what I have, and my Mars and Scorpio, them two together can sometimes bring some chaos for me. So I can only imagine if that Capricorn Sun was actually Scorpio, and a Scorpio Mars, how that would be. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate you. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think, how you're dealing with your darkness and light, and finding the balance and killing that ego. And if you're in a relationship and you need some coaching with your partner, or you are experiencing similar things about ego and that sort of stuff, that's what I teach in Healing Chase. So check it out, Healing Chase Coaching, here on YouTube. It's actually called Healing Chase. I'll leave a link, and also on Instagram. So thank you for being here. I love you loads.